today we want to read Punch newspaper. Today's news. Us. I want to read news to us. I will be reading Us Daily News on this channel. If you are just joining, thanks for joining. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where we'll be reading you latest news on what is happening in Nigeria. Now, the newspaper I'm reading today is Punch News. Punch News, Punch Saturday Punch News, April 13th. Now, let me read the front page to you. Federal government traces fleeing Binance executive to Kenya. Mixed reaction throws Bobrisky 6 month prison sentence. Pope Junior Pope ill-fated movie producer wristband, says DGN president. How I collected $3 million in cash for Emefiele, dispatch rider tells court. He explains how he picked up $1 million, 850,000, 750,000, 400,000 for ex-CBN governor. Says Emefiele never rewarded him. Case adjourned to April 29. Now, facing uncertain future due to no market fire victim counts lost in hard times. Now, I'll be reading them to us one by one and be uploading them on the YouTube channel. So if you are just joining this channel, I say thank you. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, Junior Pope, ill-fated movie producer, wristband, says DGN president. National President of the Director Guild of Nigeria and Chairman of the Federation of Registered Nollywood Guilds and Associates, Dr. Victor Okai, speaks to Victoria Edeme on the safety of actors and crew members on movie sets concerning the tragic passing of Nollywood actor Junior Pope. What general safety measures should be provided for actors on movie sets? We must talk about the general welfare of every crew member, not just actors. Actors are one of the tools in the production. The main work is done behind. So let me just correct that. I think it is very unfortunate. First of all, there are a lot of charlatans in the industry. So if you want to read more on this, you can check Punch newspaper, page 2. Is it possible for someone who is not a member of any of these guilds to produce movie in Nigeria? Are there sanctions? Are there sanctions for people who practice without being registered? Who exactly is in charge of the welfare of actors and crew members on the movie set? Here are questions raised by the people. What we have decided to do right now is to launch an inquiry into the recent incidents. We are going to invite the producers and they will have to explain what happened. So this is it about the Junior Pope case. If you'd like to read more, check Punch newspaper, page 2. Now let's move on. Page 3, we have My Marriage. When did you know it was time to settle down? With May Atafo. Now another one, Before Stardom, with Isaiah Adepoju. Another one, Event Diary. We have a joke here on still Junior Pope matter. Now let's talk about Code of Ethics. We Punch Nigeria Limited are guided by the principles of factual, balanced, and fair reporting and commentaries. Okay, today in history, in this time in the world, in April 13th, 1960, the world's first satellite navigation system is launched. Transit 1B was primarily used by the U.S. Navy to update the navigation system aboard their Polaris submarines. April 13, 1964, for his performance in Lilies on the Field, 1963. Sidney Poitier became the first African American to win the Academy Award for the Best Actor. April 13, 1970, an oxygen tank explodes on Apollo 13, leaving the spacecraft crippled. The emergency prompted Jack Swiggert's famous quote, "Houston, we have had a problem." The crew managed to return to Earth safely. Now, on page 4, we have the case of Emefiele. How I collected dollars in cash for Emefiele, dispatch rider tells court. Federal government traces fleeing Binance executives to Kenya. Let me just give us an excerpt of this. The federal government has traced fleeing Binance executive Nadeem Anjarwalla to Kenya following his escape from custody in Nigeria. If you'd like to read more, check page 4 of Punch newspaper. Road crash claimed 83 lives, injured 102 in 3 months. So this report is by Daniel Anyansoye. Safe school bus advocate fighting insecurity with technology. The reporter is Gift Abid from Abuja. He said the commander of Nigeria's National Safe Schools Response Coordination Center of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Abodunri, has emphasized the need to leverage technology to boost school security nationwide rather than relying solely on armed personnel. Aboduri shared his insights with our correspondents during a conversation on Friday. The Safe School Response is an initiative of the federal government in response to increasing cases of attacks on schools by bandits. For reading, let me read another page to us. United Nations envoy nutritionist advised against inadequate food refrigeration. Imole Ayo Oyedeyi. Now let me read. A member of the United Nations Independent International Fact-Finding Mission for Sudan, Professor Joy Ezeilo, SAN, and some certified nutritionists have advised against the inadequate freezing of foods due to epileptic power supply. Ezeilo and the nutritionist said refrigerated and frozen food must maintain a specific temperature to ensure safe consumption without adverse health consequences. Their remarks came on the heels of the claim by the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, that Nigerians were wasting energy by keeping their freezers and air conditioners running even when not at home, adding that energy was too cheap in the country. Adelabu had said a lot of people will come back from work, they want to have dinner, or they want to see their colleagues down the road. They switch on the AC for the room to be cooling before they come back. Some will be going to work in the morning. A freezer that you left on 4 days, they will still leave it on when all the items in the freezer are frozen, and 5, 6, or 8 hours of their absence